together.
Vinny, thank you. Well, charged with murder, but he didn't pull the trigger. A 21-year-old is being held responsible in connection to a fatal barbershop shooting. That happened on Wednesday.
He's behind bars tonight. Well, the gunman is free. It's a complicated story, and as Derica Williams found out, it is a scary story, too.
A memorial outside of Hair Fantasies is indicative of the tragic incident that happened inside.
Scary, very scary.
Folks working nearby were taken aback after hearing about the violence that occurred at the Barbershop and Salon on Martin Luther King Drive.
I think those kinds of incidents can happen anywhere, so I think you just have to always be on guard and be careful.
It was a customer who was on guard and reacted quickly. According to a criminal complaint, the doors were locked when suspects, later identified as Clement Ferguson and Jeremy Pierce, knocked. When a customer opened the door for the pair, he noticed one suspect was carrying a gun. The customer claims the suspect pointed the gun at him. He tried to knock the weapon away, and a shot was fired. The patron pulled a gun from his holster and began firing. Ferguson died, and Pierce was wounded by one of the guns that went off.
I think that it was a good thing that person was able to take care of the situation, but I'm not real in favor of the conceal and carry. It makes me nervous to really know that it could have gone the other way.
Carrie Michael is thankful the customers and staff are safe, but concerned about what if. The report says both suspects were armed. Pierce admitted they entered the shop with plans to commit a robbery because they needed some quick money. Their alleged plans were foiled, but it's a sobering reminder for Michael.
I think it makes us more aware, especially if we're going to be here later in the evening. We'll just be more careful and make sure doors are locked.
Well, Pierce is charged with one count of felony murder, and he could face up to 35 years in prison. Now, that's because he allegedly caused the death of Clement Ferguson while attempting to commit the armed robbery. Now, the customer involved is not facing any charges. Police say he acted in self-defense. Reporting live in the newsroom, Derica Williams, Fox 6 News.
It is a fascinating story, though, the way it works out legally. Thank you, Derica. Thanks.
Well, the Packers are still smarting from the beatdown the Giants put on them Sunday night. Fans, too.
Yeah, it is.